Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, Cal Ripken Jr. here, to tell you that this program is brought to you by a trail of candies that leads you to your new pet alien. Now, it's in your mouth, not in your hand. Possibly on the floor. Hey, you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. No! Yes! Oh my goodness. And if you like his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Yes. Yes! Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Boy, that president sure is crazy. That Grover Cleveland. I just realized I don't have a cup of tea, but I've got one boiling. Let's see. I was trying out some reels yesterday on Instagram, and one did pretty good. It got like 70-something likes, which is pretty cool for me. And I got a new follower out of it. Then I did another one about an hour and a half later, and I got like no likes on that one. And then at like 1 a.m, on a whim, I did another one, and I got like 118 likes on it, and I got like 5 more followers out of it. So that was cool. And I just did another one about an hour ago, maybe half an hour ago. I don't know. And nothing. I don't know. But anyway, I'm Ryan O'Connor. This is Ink the Book Show. This is the show where I'm learning how to make a graphic novel as I go. I'm making it up as I go. Well, not the story. I wrote the story all out already. There's a script, but I'm learning how to make comics on the fly. I'm here every day doing it little by little. So this is page 193 or so. So if you want to watch me make my first graphic novel, you're welcome. If you want to see how I'm problem solving this thing as I go, you're welcome. If you want to laugh at me for my misguided attempt at doing this as I crash and burn live on stage in front of people, you're welcome. Anyway, let's get to ink. And also, I'm going to kind of cock the camera to the side a little bit. Ah, you stinking camera. Let's try this. Is that any tighter? No. See? This is why you don't do things live. Just kidding. I gotta get me some new brushes. I meant to order some last night. My brushes are getting flimsy on me, getting a little too frail. I might just do that now. Amazon.com. Okay, so Winsor Newton Series 7 brushes. The Kolinsky Sable. Let's see, I want size 2 and size 3. Ooh, some of these are expensive. Let's see. We're gonna order some brushes. Series 7 brush number 2. Why don't I see it? Well, I'll do it after the show. How about that? But yeah, I'm looking for size 2, size 3 Winsor & Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky brushes. That's the ticket. Maybe I got them at Blick last time. DickBlick.com or Blick.com, whichever. Whatever it is. Because these brushes still work, but they're getting a little soft on me. I need a little more rigidity. Let's see. I'm starting to get a little bit of likes on that latest reel. I should film some inking. Why don't I do that? I've got my phone here pointed at my art. We'll do a little bit of a video. How about that? Maybe this will be on a reel. Making a reel, really real. It's realer than reality. It's a reel. It's made for Instagram. Life was made for Instagram. Okay. We're just trying to figure out how to get some attention on this stuff. That's all. I just want people to look. Which reminds me, do people care about TikTok? I know generally people care about TikTok. I'm wondering if I should start one. I think I started one a long time ago, and I didn't know what to do with it at the time. But if I'm over here making reels, I might as well be making TikToks, right? Because that's where the eyes are. Right? Are people still afraid of that being of being surveilled through TikTok? Is that a concern to anyone? I don't know. Genuinely, I don't know. Seemed like we cared about that for a second and then nobody cared. All right. Then we've got Petunia here. I'll put my old phone away. I think I'll do that though. I'm just going to record little bitty clips here and there on my phone. And maybe I can use them for some reels. I don't know. Gotta be thinking about content, I guess. I don't consume anything in life anymore. I just produce. Maker. Make. But I'm so hungry. Mm-hmm. So, second brush that I'm trying to work with. It's like I'm down to 2 brushes and they are both kind of flimsy on me. This one's newer, so I'm surprised it's given me trouble already. I'm gonna order new brushes tonight. Let's see. JakeBlake.com. I'm just checking again. Let me try this website. Windsor and you know what? It might have been because I spelled it wrong before. Windsor and Newton. Sable. I put a D in Windsor before. Kolinsky, Series 7. Okay, yeah, this looks like I'll find it. I'm looking for size 2. Kolinsky Sable brush, short handle. I don't know what that means. Length 8 millimeters. Maybe. Is that what I'm looking for? Yeah, that looks like it. I want. These are $20 a piece. The size 3 are $23. I'm gonna order 2 of the 2 and 2 of the 3. How do you like that? 20, 40, 60, $80. Cheapers creepers. Let's see. Well, I don't need to check out this moment, but I got some brushes all picked out. Because these ones I cannot work with like this very long. They were driving me crazy yesterday and the day before. The day before that, fine, no issue. Very curious. Oops, overshot that a tad. Okay, I can fix it with some white eventually. So I started thumbnailing a couple pages that I'm reworking in the next chunk of the book. There's a continuity error I found out a while back. And I'm slowly rewriting that chunk of the script. I kind of know, I have an outline of everything that's going to happen. So I'm kind of re-scripting it little by little. And last night I thumbnailed 2 new pages, 2 replacement pages rather. And I should be able to See, what I do is, or what I did for a big chunk of this book, most of this book, I'd say, I took my 3x5 note cards that I thumbnailed the whole script on. I kind of like broke it. I broke my scripts down into pages, figured out where I wanted the panel breaks to be. Like I want this to happen on in a panel, and then I want the next panel to be this, and I want the next panel to be that, and I would like tick it off on the script. I would mark it off on the script where what I wanted. Every time I wanted a new panel, I would kind of put an indicator, and then I kind of did a real rough layout on 3x5 note cards of each page. So judging by all the panel breaks, I generally kind of think of my pages as being like a 6-panel layout. One, like if I broke it up evenly, there's 3 columns and typically 2 rows of perfect squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I'd always be trying to break it up differently to kind of make the page layouts kind of unique. So it's not just robotic 1, 2, like a 6-up page all the way through the book. So you know, I'm not throwing the panel breaks down the center necessarily. And this one, like here's one panel, but then this one's 2 smaller panels. Here's a smaller panel, and this one's a wider panel. You know, it varies every. Do you believe I did that? I believe it. I seen it. But what was I saying now? Some kind of words that totally like threw me off. So what I was doing was, for most of the book, I would take my 3x5 note card, I would scan in 4 at a time on my scanner, and then I would take chunks of I would take like the top 2/3 of a page, and I would blow it up. I forget what percent now, and I would print it out. And then I would take my little light table. I've gone through a few of these. These can be kind of fragile and cheap, but you know, I've got these light tables that, you know, they help you trace. So hit the button, and I can just see through and trace my images. So I would do that with my blown up note cards that I would print out on printer paper. I would kind of tighten them up as I was tracing them down, because it was just scribbly thumbnail drawings. Okay. Anyway, and that's kind of how I plan my pages. So now that I've got a couple thumbnail pages, I can blow those up soon onto these pages. Actually, what I was doing for a lot of the book was I would trace it into a sketchbook first, cleaning it up a bit, and then I would transfer it from the sketchbook, my Bonehead sketchbooks, onto these pages, cleaned up like a second time. That's how I did a majority of this book so far. I might use the sketchbook. I might forego it. Seems like it could just be an extra step I might be able to do without. I have 3 sketchbooks for this book. Basically, one per act, more or less. Though toward the end, I kind of stopped using the sketchbooks and just kind of started tracing my thumbnails, my blown up thumbnails, right onto the page, like I'm considering doing now. Okay. Just random machinery. I just scribbled this into the panel right before I came on because there was like nothing in the background. Actually, see something. See how it's all jacked up. See how I did this a minute ago? That kind of stuff used to stop me from making stuff. Something like that would happen, and I would have to start the whole page over again. See, this is all like wrinkly. Is all that is. It looks a little worse in person than it does on camera, maybe. But like I remember I was trying to make a comic book in middle school through high school about a guy who was going crazy. But it was like if the page wasn't pristine and perfect, I would kind of have to start over and start over and start over. And well, I don't think I started over very much, but it would like kind of dishearten me, and I would abandon it for a long time if something got remotely messed up. And I was afraid to ink my drawings for the longest time. But, you know, if you want to get stuff done, you gotta move forward. Nope. Oh yeah, I don't have a cup of tea. That's gonna be a problem for me. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go run and grab that cup of tea because dependency issues. No, I'll be right back. Here he is, Miss America. I am a he. I'm not a miss. I'm a boy. I'm a boy. I'm a boy, but my mom won't admit it. I'm a boy. I'm a boy. But if I say I am, I get it. I'm gonna wreck this page, man. Scalding hot cup of tea. That's the stuff for me. You see. The burn means it's working. Okay. Little, like, what would you call it? Charred stuff in the fire? I don't know. Char. I almost did that to the fire. Like a right doofus. Um, Trying to remember something that happened in church today. So if I can't get to this one church on Sundays, I usually go to this other one. If I can't get to the one that's actually a town over, in the morning, I go to this one that's actually closer to my house because they have an evening mass. So I haven't been going to that one I haven't gone to that one in a while, except for last week I went there. But before that, it had been a while since I've been here, and there's this Indian uh, priest that I had never seen before, and he had a few jokes that he put in his homily that I thought were funny. I can't remember them though. There's one where he's like, there's a woman who had been divorced from her husband or something, and she, like, God appeared to her and said he would grant any wish. God isn't a genie, by the way. Would grant any wish, grant her 3 wishes or something like that. I think maybe he just threw God into a genie joke. And she said, "Okay, well, I want $1,000,000." Oh, but he said that, okay, well, anything I grant you, I will grant your ex twice what I give you. And she said, okay, well, I I'd like $1,000,000. He said, oh, very well, you get $1,000,000, but no, your ex gets $2,000,000. She's like, okay, well, then I also want a large house on the beach. And he goes, very well. Well, just realize your ex also gets 2 houses on the beach. She goes, okay, well, I'd also like to be half dead. I don't know. I don't even know why he threw that in there. Actually, that's what he opened with. And there were a couple other jokes that he worked in there, but I'm sure there was an actual homily he told that I also can't remember right now. Let's see. I'm gonna clean this up a tad. This big screaming mess where my brush rolled across the page. Got my Presto jumbo correction pen from Pentel. That's handy. It's like I planned on making a horrifying mistake. All that can kind of stay. That I'll clean up. Want my gutters nice and clean. Just like your dad would help him clean the gutters. This is why it was practice for this. All right. Crisis basically averted. It's as if no crisis happened at all. It's as if the weight of the world doesn't depend on this comic at all. See, I've got 6 likes on this reel I posted. I thought it was going to be another like 100 million. It's about dinosaurs. Which is the stronger brush? Probably the one I'm not using. The reason I'm using the Sable, the what do you call it, Winsor Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky brushes is I watched Doug TeNapel ink 4 books with these brushes. That's the guy who created Earthworm Jim. He created Cat Scratch on Nickelodeon. He's got about 25, close to 25 graphic novels. Also, he uses the Winsor Newton Series 7 Sable Kolinsky brushes because Bill Watterson apparently uses them, or used them when he was making Calvin and Hobbes. And what better reason to use a brush than because that's what was used on Calvin and Hobbes. Ain't nothing touching Calvin and Hobbes. Probably the single greatest comic in the history of comics. Okay, here's Mr. Shivers wearing his smiley face mask. I gotta be really careful with these brushes. They're really fighting with me right now. I mean, no, usually I don't have any problems with them, but I'm down to my last couple, and they are very flimsy right now because bristles fall out over time after, depending on how hard you're washing them and stuff like that, and how long you've been using them. They get kind of weak. Okay. So I never thought it until some point during this book, but Mr. Shivers kind of reminds me of Trump sometimes with his hair, and he just, I never thought that before. In his suit. I've been drawing him for 11 years. And I never saw that before. Kind of it's kind of annoying when you kind of see something and then you can't unsee it. Well, I guess I don't see it all the time. It's just sometimes. Some drawings. Mr. Shivers is in the Bonehead cartoon I made, which gets put. It can be found at through the link tree that I post in the description, which I have to do on Twitch at the end of the stream. Though it can, the link tree can be found elsewhere on my Twitch page. I think in the About section, there's a link to a Bonehead cartoon. I gotta push the link tree all the time. There's a new episode of Better Call Saul tomorrow. Only 6 episodes left as of today of the rest of the series. I'm excited but sad that it's going away. Dang it. I had this to the side so my hand wouldn't cover up the drawing so much. I thought I did anyway. I gotta get some other little fun things to share when I do this, but I'm gonna play the same thing. Oh no, I know what I'll do. I'll just play the beginning of this, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Hey! Pipe down in there! Some of us are trying to sleep! Oh no. I'm dead. I'm gonna be late for work. Where's my tie? Where's my tie? Ah, crud. I need to find my tie. Come on. Almost. Gotcha. Aha!
Well, wasn't that lovely? I didn't know how to stop it for a second. Okay. That's my brother voicing Bonehead. Because I do all the other voices in it. I originally recorded all the vocals for Bonehead as well. But I was like, I don't want to, I'm gonna be the only name in the credits. Pretty much is what it was gonna look. Is what started becoming obvious to me. I was like, it's gonna be stupid. It's just gonna be like me in the credits, and I want to do like a credit sequence, I think. And so I was like, I don't want to be the only guy in there that seems like psychotic. So I got my brother to do like kind of a SpongeBob-y voice for Bonehead. I think I'm going to change this background too. It's too wishy-washy, and I'm not certain. Let me look at the next page. Yeah, I'm going to change the background. Come with me if you want to live. I actually don't know what he's saying here. I could look at the script, but I won't. Oh, you know what? I saw that Close Enough by J.G. Quintel, the show on HBO Max, by the guy who created Regular Show. It was just canceled after its third season, which kind of stinks. One thing I like about J.G. Quintel, Regular Show, and Close Enough its comedy always surprised me. Like he would always have like good jokes that I didn't see coming, or they were just he has a very funny and kind of unique sense of humor, at least on television. Like it works if you ask me. I think he's funny. Uh, though I'll grant that I don't know what else you could do with that show. Really, close enough. But you know, if he comes out with another show, I'll check it out. I mean, that and regular show were pretty much his whole shtick. I mean, close enough. Might as well just be more regular show. Though it's got swearing and a little bit more of adult humor in it, but it is basically the same thing in a lot of ways. But I really liked it. Regular show too. Regular show was always. I was like, what? What did they just say? Like, what did they? What? Wait, what did they? What are they doing? Um, like sometimes it was them getting away with saying something surprising on a kid's show, or some like one time. Like I knew because I went to art school for media art and animation, so it was like I knew that like Happy Birthday was owned, which is why like restaurants never do the Happy Birthday song, like Happy Birthday to You. Um, they always have their own like gimmicky version of it. You won't hear it in movies or TV shows. Like it because someone owns the rights to it. I think I heard it was like. Well, I don't want to get into that. I don't know who it was because that I might be wrong. Um, but it was like really expensive to use, so nobody would use it. And then there's this one episode of regular show where the bad guy, it's like somebody's birthday, and the bad guy comes out and he goes, Happy birthday. And like he's teasing it, and like me just knowing there's a reason you don't hear it, I'm like, what the what are they doing? And he goes, birthday to you, happy birthday. And he starts singing the whole thing. I was like, what? And then that's how I found out that I think the license expired or whatever. That it was like regular show blew my mind again. I was like, I didn't know anybody was gonna be able to do that. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick. Is Happy Birthday free. What do you call it? Free. I can't think of the term. What is the dang term? Free use? That's not the term. I forget. Public domain. In 2016, Warner Chappell settled for $14 million, and the court declared that Happy Birthday to You is in the public domain. So, yeah, 2016. And it blew my mind. The first people I think used it was Regular Show. Because it was always like a well-known fact, really, that you couldn't use Happy Birthday and stuff. What I was gonna say, and chickened out, I thought I heard like Michael Jackson owned it. Let me see. Who owned Happy Birthday? Well, Warner Music Group, okay. Cool. Did Michael Jackson own the rights to Happy Birthday? The song Happy Birthday to You, that song is Happy Birthday to You, and no, neither Michael Jackson nor Paul McCartney ever owned it. Okay, that's what I had heard. Here, I'm gonna need because I cannot get fine enough with this brush right now, so I'm gonna cheat it with I'm gonna get this finer detail with a pen, because I can't have his eyes all jacked up. I'm ordering new brushes, because I can get really fine with those brushes usually, but I don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna make a mess with it right now if I use my brush on his face like that. Well, see, it's a fine point now, but I might have been able to, but you don't want to jack up the eyes. Hmm. Gulp. What am I trying to do? I think I'm going to take this pencil here and wing in a background. It isn't this thing. How about an eraser? Yeah. squeaky desk. The only kind of desk I like is squeaky desk. Okay, so we're going to throw the horizon here. Let's see. There's some flame here. And we're going to have machinery. So just generic. Fake boxy machinery. Well, also, maybe I'll make it a little less boxy. A little dome here. Like a light bulb. And then gauges. Some kind of indicators. Um, and then what happened? We'll do another kind of rounder top thing, and then be a shadow there. And All right. Okay. It's on fire. Okay. Okay. And here's the floor. Here's this box. Here's like the base of this light bulb. Okay. Gotta get me some food. I haven't eaten any real food all day. Except for the body of Christ. So as I said, I went to church. I almost got damned for that one. Let's see. But I haven't eaten anything that's nourishing my physical body yet. How about that? Well, if I go to hell today, we'll know what put me there. I need to cook me some dinner. How about that? Oh. All right. You know what I want to know? When is this Venture Brothers movie coming out? We were supposed to get season 8, and then 2020 it was canceled. Then it was picked up for just a movie, and that's going to be the end of the series, I guess. Unfortunately, I really feel like it could use another season in a movie, but I guess we got to take what we can get. But as if it weren't long enough between seasons of Venture Brothers, enough as it is, it's been at least 3 years since we've gotten Venture Brothers. Let's see. What's the last Venture Brothers? Season 7. Venture Brothers. Season 7. August 5th through October 7th, 2018. Oof. So when's the movie coming out? Any word? I don't think there's been any word. I would have heard the word. Venture Bros movie. There's also supposed to be an Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie coming out, a new one, and I think a Metalocalypse one. I think those were the 3 that were announced. Oh, here's some alleged update from last month. I'm not reading this because there probably isn't even any new news. Okay. Well, it's like some kind of clickbait. What else? Clone High. When's that coming? I was a big fan of Clone High in 2000 when it first came out. And there's a reboot coming, which is going to serve as season 2 and 3. It was picked up for 2 seasons right away, pretty much. Clone High is wonderful. What else is there? What else is coming that I'm excited about? I guess it's got to be reboots. Anything that anyone cares about these days. Because anything original isn't quite worth caring about anymore. That's not entirely true, but there just isn't very much original stuff anymore. I should try my best to do an early show tomorrow, an early inking show tomorrow, because otherwise I don't know when I'm going to do it. My problem is, if I don't have to be, I have a hard time getting up early if I don't have to be up. I like to sleep in more so than before. So, I've always been kind of like a night owl and sleep in, but I used to be able to trick myself out of sleeping in all the time. And I don't know if it's getting older or what, but it's a lot. I don't know. I'm a sleepier guy these days. It doesn't help that I'm still a night owl. Okay. Here's some ink on the page. And that's how you draw a comic. That was very helpful, Ryan. You were king of the tips, as they say. You do know they, don't you? You do know where the demon food store is, don't you? It's right behind you. Demon food store, demon food store. You're standing in the demon produce aisle. Protein Hunger Force. It is really hard to draw with this brush right now. It's like taking a toll on my... It's not like hurting my hand, it's just more exhausting. Like, normally this page would take me like 2 hours to do. And I'm already at an hour and a half with however much more page to do. I've done about half the page in an hour and a half. You do know where the demon food store is, don't you? Let's see. It's Nostrils. This is Denton Crux. He's the owner of the poison factory that Bonehead works at. And he's none too happy here. Apparently. I don't know what's got his knickers in a twist, but it seems to be something. He's all, my knickers are in a twist. I hate that. I like when they're all adjusted just so. Alas, they are not. Ooh, that makes me so mad. That makes me so mad. I want to fight someone. It makes me so mad. The reason I don't know when I'll be on tomorrow if I don't get up early is because I'm working till such and such a time at my day job, and then me and my roommate always watch Better Call Saul together. So I don't want to forsake my hangout time with my best friend. You know, it's kind of funny now that me and my best friend live in the same house. It's like we hang out way less. We've been here 6 years as of the 15th. We've lived here together. But also his fiance lives here now in the past year and a half. So there's that too. But yeah. So this is kind of our like appointed hangout time. It's Better Call Saul tomorrow. So I will try and get up super early and do a show. I'll even set it up tonight as much as I can. Like get the thumbnail artwork and everything going. So hopefully I can do it before I leave the house tomorrow morning. It'll be super early if I pull it off. I'd have to start by like 7 o'clock. Let me look at the page. At least I'd have to start it at 7 o'clock. That would fulfill my obligation for the day. I mean, that's if I do a full page, which I should do. I guess I don't. I could even not do a broadcast tomorrow, but I don't like going into the day with that option. I don't like settling on that by the end of the day. I like doing a page every day. It makes me happy. There's been times where I couldn't work on the book for like a week at a time, and it just was really bumming me out. I just felt really unaccomplished and really like I almost felt like I was like cheating on my wife or something. I don't have a wife, but you know what I mean? I felt like I was doing something wrong. So I need to get back to work. Oh, you know what I kind of want to see? Is the new Beavis and Butthead movie on Paramount Plus. Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. I always liked the Beavis and Butthead movie, Beavis and Butthead Do America. I never got into the show very much, but I think now there's new episodes of the new reboot. Reboot. They should do a reboot of Reboot. Remember the show Reboot? I barely do. The only thing I ever saw of Reboot really was I was watching this episode, right? Or this episode came on TV, and I realized that this was when I was in like 5th or 6th grade, probably. This episode was on TV, and I realized they were making references to Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. And at the time, Evil Dead 2, I mean, it's still up there. Evil Dead 2 is my favorite movie. And I was like, what? They're referencing Evil Dead 2? And I thought that was amazing. But then I never had any interest in checking out the rest of the show. Like, what kind of kids programming references Evil Dead 2? That blew me away. If you haven't seen Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness, you've got some problems. You're messed up. You're beyond redemption. Or something. Is it? No, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm going to be making myself a super duper late dinner. Super duper! Barney the dinosaur. Okay. Here's that. Here's that. Collar. Collar. Hello, caller, you're on the line. I should be shot for saying that just now. Okay. Cuff. I don't want to hear any cuff jokes. Cuff 'em. I did it. I did it. Cuff 'em, boys. I didn't even hesitate. Okay, I'm gonna need to pour more ink. I got this giant bottle of Speedball ink. Speedball Super Black India ink. I pour it into this little beer bottle cap. I have a whole mess of beer bottle caps on my bookshelf. Okay. I care nothing about Star Wars. Just for the record. The last Star Wars movie I saw was Episode 1 when I saw it in theaters. Before that, I had barely seen the original trilogy, like, didn't know anything about it because I had barely watched any of them uh, when I was like 6 or something. And I didn't care about them then, and I don't care about them now. And I can't be convinced to, I don't think. Because Star Wars is unappealing trash. With apologies. I know it's like um, saying the Sistine Chapel is trash, right? It's like saying Beethoven's Fifth Symphony is trash. It's like saying I don't know. Well, in any case, it's true about Star Wars. Star Wars is trash. Unappealing trash. Always was. Probably. I don't know. I don't care. Darth Vader doesn't look cool. Chewbacca doesn't look cool. Luke Skywalker doesn't look cool. Han Solo doesn't look cool. R2D2 and C3PO don't look cool. Leia doesn't look cool. All of it. It's like I never gave one crap about anything in those movies. The Millennium Falcon doesn't look cool. The Death Star doesn't look cool. And that's just me judging the book by its cover. R2D2 and C3PO aren't funny. Han carrying on with Chewie, not funny. Yoda isn't cool. It's like I don't care about any of them, and I don't want to. When they blew up the Death Star, which I don't know that they did. I don't remember. I feel like that's a thing I've heard happens in those movies. I would have rather they like everybody in the cast got blown up with it. Baby Yoda isn't cool. Okay, BB-8. I thought that was kind of cool when I first heard of that thing, but not enough to save any of it. Because isn't that a practical effect little robot thing? Like the top actually stays on top while it rolls around. That's pretty cool. But you know what? I kind of wish BB-8 got blown up in the Death Star. while making out with Jar Jar Binks. Okay. And another thing, lightsabers aren't cool. I just remember feeling like when I was a kid, I was like, even when we got like toy lightsabers, I was like, okay, these are kind of all right. But I just felt like everything out of Star Wars just kind of looked and felt kind of stupid to me, even when I was a little kid. I remember for a little bit thinking like I feel like I should like this, but I just kind of can't get into it. It's like nothing's funner than a movie that takes place in space where they just talk about their government the whole damn time. That really captures a kid's imagination. I'm just bagging on Star Wars. I spent like a whole panel talking trash about Star Wars. And you know what? That's more attention than Star Wars deserves from me. Oh, I got some likes. Let me see. It has 17 likes. That my last reel, the one I did last night, got what 118. I've heard it's kind of like you don't know what's going to work with those. Like sometimes they work amazing, sometimes they don't work at all, and it's like, well, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? How can I predict it at all? And that's been my experience so far with reels. And gotta hand it to him. I should be shot. Somebody take me out. I keep doing that, and it ain't right. They're like world class dumb dad jokes or something that I keep telling. Okay. Okay. Button. Here's this little shoulder strap. what else I have after I make and eat some dinner? I've got some Oreo ice cream cake. I can have. I bought some Oreo ice cream cake to celebrate 6 years of being here the other day. So that's a motivator. I better finish this page. Here's another motivator. I have to go to the bathroom again. Here he's kind of reminding me of Frau Forbissino, or whatever her name is, on Austin Powers. Bring in the clown! Forbissina? Whatever her name is. You can kind of tell I stopped watching things after like 2007. It's like everything I've apparently consumed kind of has a distinct cutoff date. I like my TV show themes to feature Coolio. No, I'm just kidding. That would be exclusively Keenan and Kel, probably. I don't think he did any other theme songs. Here's the trap worm. Okay. Here is this sad-eyed trapworm. He's cowering from fire, I think. That is a little clunky for those lines. He's supposed to be turning his head. I might have to white that out and redo it. These little motion lines on his face. I don't think those are working. That's why I need a better brush. There we go. Okay. Oh, my lord. I've been sitting on my right foot, and I just got off of it, and now I've got pins and needles. I hate that. I'd rather be dead than a living person with pins and needles in my foot. I mean it. Okay, that's probably actually an overreaction. I'll give you that. But I'm still gonna say it. I wish I was dead. Oops, I can't go there. If I order those brushes, I gotta see if I can do like expedited shipping. I can't work with this. Mm-hmm. Oh, his body comes out here. So he goes. Okay, I'm a little too in the zone. I'm getting tired of this page, or at least working with this brush. Okay. This is the exciting part of the show where I won't shut up. Hey everybody, it's the Morning Zoo crew here. We just pounded back a bunch of beers and now we're DJing the radio station. We're on some kind of pills. We just reached into our grandmother's medicine cabinet and whatever stuck to our tongues is what we're on, baby. Here's a little ditty we like to call Brand New Key by Melanie. Okay, that I ripped off from the new Kids in the Hall. it's like it's like a post-apocalyptic world, and there's this radio DJ, and he's only got the one record left. It's the single of "Brand New Key" by Melanie. He just keeps playing it over and over. He just looks dead inside every time he puts it on. I've got a pair of brand new roller skates. You've got a brand new key. Oops. Okay. Are we having fun yet? I think it's the page. I think it's the page. Here, I'm gonna do something though. Um, okay. These little it's like conduits running through the ground or something. I don't even know if I was on screen. I did that, and I did those ones. And then okay, I am ready for this page to be done being inked. Just gonna make me want him to look a little organic. And here's one over here of these things. Okay. I'm calling it. I'm gonna go make myself something to eat, I think, and whoa. And then shave all my hair off or something, probably. Oh, look at that mess. Check out these shirts. You can get this shirt at my TeePublic shop in the link tree. There's a link to it on the link tree. There's Bonehead. There's one with Bonehead on it you can get. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. Check the links on the link tree if you care to. You can find my social media. You can find my Discord, which is like a social media thing. Almost didn't have to make it a separate or say it separately. You can find the link to the Bonehead cartoon. You can find the t-shirt shop. You can find what else? Probably something else. Anyway, I'm calling it. I'll be back tomorrow, probably, maybe. If not, I didn't wake up early enough, but with apologies. But I will certainly be back Tuesday at some point if you don't see me tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Keep on watching. Do your chores. Be a good little boy or girl. Thank you.